Hey everybody, what's up? Had a couple people asking to make a car on this after I did the one on this one, asking to see about this one. And this is a 2007 Toyota Yaris. It's not clean, it's old, but it still has all the features you'd need. It's got the aux cord, and I keep a air pump in here. I mean, you can charge your phones. It's got a bunch of dog hair in it, just ignore that. But yeah, it's got about 140 something thousand miles, and this car was actually on Scotty Kilmer's channel maybe about a week ago. He fixed the ABS on it. He still got to put a part back in it, but it always starts right up. AC works. Heater works. Car hasn't been started in probably 5 or 6 days, so. But yeah, it's very basic. It's got basic little mirror, a couple lights. I use that for my Bluetooth calls because it doesn't have Bluetooth built in, and it's illegal to hold the phone nowadays, so. And I don't like the headsets. Yeah, all the cup holders are up here instead of down here. Back is full of my son's toys and some of my wife's work stuff. She likes to use this car for work because she drives around town, and this car gets like 32 or 33 miles per gallon in the city. Gets dang near 40 on the highway. It's got a 1.5 liter engine with a 4-speed automatic transmission, and the engine is a 1NZFE. I'm not exactly sure on the transmission name, but I know they're both just completely bulletproof. After this many miles, there's no leaks. It's dry as a bone underneath. Got a pretty decent sound system, but yeah, and you got your aux, all the stuff you really ever need, since you can plug it right into your phone right there. It just requires a little, you know, it's not Apple CarPlay or anything, but it's good enough. It's got a decent little trunk space. I'll go ahead and pop the hood of the trunk. And also, it doesn't have center console there. Now, like I said, just ignore the mess. My dog is always in here. This is the car I use when I take him places, so he doesn't mess up this one. I just filled it with oil. I just changed the oil a few days ago, so that's why that's there. Purrs like a kitten. Probably need a new battery soon, but it was 6 degrees outside and that battery still started the car, so after like 2 weeks it's not being started, so I'm not too worried about it yet. But yeah, I know what I was saying before, it does not have like LED headlights or whatever. It's just got all the standard stuff. I'll go ahead and show you what those look like. Flashes right there. It's actually getting warm in here, the heat. I'm not sure what is in here. My wife has something in here. Old school stuff. Yeah, the car did not come equipped with keyless entry. I had that installed at Circuit City back in 2007, and they put it on there. And actually, this remote is on its original battery. I've never changed the battery, and it's been almost 15 years. So, not bad. There's the mileage. And these lights are still on because, like I said, this was in a Scotty Kilmer video, and he replaced the brake, the ABS speed sensor wiring harness, and because my wife drove with the e-brake on, but he replaced that, and it still needs the sensor, so I had to order that, and I ordered it from carparts.com, and it's taking forever to get shipped. They said it was going to be like 3-day shipping, and it's been 2 weeks, and I still don't have it. So now it's been about 10 days. I still don't have it. I have no idea when I'm going to get it, so I'm thinking about just ordering it somewhere else and just sending that one back when I get it. But yeah, this is it. It's just a little economy car. It's dirty, not clean. I don't really care about keeping it clean. Well, you know, if it snows and they, you know, I wash it, get the salt off and stuff like that, so it doesn't rust all over the place. But you know, inside, I don't take extra care to do anything like that. There's that. I keep a little rag right there to clean up stuff, and keep like a little light. And I also have a dash cam that I put on occasionally. If I'm going, you know, somewhere out of town or something like that, but normally in town I don't even fool with it. But yeah, this is it. 2007 Toyota Yaris sedan with 143,254 miles. Alright, go for a quick drive. No backup camera. People aren't used to that these days. But transmission shifts smooth as butter. It actually shifts smoother than my 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe, if that says anything. I don't think this thing's ever gonna crap out on me. I think it'll rust out before the engine and transmission goes, or it'll need something else before those two things. That's just too expensive to replace. I'm not sure what that'll be, but I just think this thing will keep on going. And the only thing I've ever changed in it is a wheel bearing on the back, because we hit a pothole, and that was just the one wheel bearing that gave out. And I've changed the oil, and that's all I've done. And I paid, when I first bought the car, I paid $12,900. And at the time, for some reason or another, I don't think I had to pay sales tax. So I think my payment for this thing was under 200 bucks, and I paid it off in, I think, 60 months. And you know, at the time I was choosing between this, a 2007 Yaris, and a 2006 Corolla. And I liked this one because it had like the futuristic look at the time, you know, the middle dash, speedometer and stuff like that. And I think either one of those options would have been a great option, and this one's turned out to be a good one. I mean, I've had it almost 15 years and never had a single problem. I mean, I change it with full synthetic oil. I usually use the Super Tech full synthetic. It's like 14 or 15 bucks, and lately I've been using the high mileage version of that, and I always use a Toyota branded oil filter. So that usually costs me about 20 bucks to change the oil after the oil and filter for full, and that's full synthetic. And I've always used either Mobil or Shell gas. If I'm driving and I can't find another gas station, I keep driving until I find it. So maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of miles. I've seen cars with hundreds of thousands, but I mean, there's a lot of cars these days that wouldn't make it this far. Not anymore. You're lucky to get 100,000 out of them before bad stuff starts happening. Or lately, the Hondas these days, the engines give out 20, 30,000 miles in because of mistakes and just cheap manufacturing. Of course, this car was made in Japan, and I guess sent over on a ship. The entire car, it was made, everything was made in Japan. All the components are from Japan. It was assembled in Japan. I think the only thing not from Japan were the floor mats. Yeah, I mean, it's got some pep to it. I normally don't drive it like that, but just for the video, you know. I need some new windshield wipers, I know that. But yeah. But yeah, I just had a few people comment on my Santa Fe videos, my 2019 Santa Fe, saying they'd like to see this one. And since this was recently on Scotty Kilmer's channel, I thought it'd be pretty fun to make a video about it. And just kind of show around it and stuff like that. Sorry if the camera's not exactly right. I'm not really paying attention to the camera. And if there's, I've got a scratchy throat. I had coronavirus like the beginning of this month, or the beginning of February, and that lasted nearly all month long. I'm still kind of not fully recovered from that. I'd say I'm about 95%, but I still have some lingering stuff going on. But yeah, if you're still this far in with me, I appreciate it. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see random videos. That's up to you. I seem to be getting a lot of subscribers lately. I don't know why. Well, a lot relative to me. You know, I'd never expected to have a single subscriber, so I just like to post stuff for me. I think I posted one video that was helpful to some people about a computer, but it's just because I want it to help people. I don't monetize anything or anything like that. And I can't because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but yeah, this is it. it doesn't have a like a cold or hot gauge. You probably saw it earlier. It said cool. I guess when it's hot, it says hot, but I've never seen that. It's never showed it. So, and when it's up to temperature, that just turns off. But hopefully getting these lights off soon. Gonna run over to Scotty's and get him to install that speed sensor for me, and he might make another video, he might not, I don't know. That's up to him, I guess. I don't want to assume anything about that, but this is it. All right, you guys take care.